Hello and welcome back into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here, please subscribe. And if you've been here before and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Turn on the notification bells, the thumbs ups, and drop your comments. The comments are crucial. It fuels what happens here in our Knicks-Verse. All right, well, tonight I'm sure you're smiling. I'm sure you're smiling, you're feeling really good, or wherever you're watching this tomorrow morning, you're feeling even better because you know what happened. You know that the New York Knicks went down to Orlando and crushed the Magic. They won by 25 points. They had a 20-point lead in the first quarter right away. This was the perfect game. This was like the perfect palate cleanser after that double overtime, excruciating game against the Celtics, where, RJ played 47 minutes, Fournier played 44, and Randall played 46 minutes in that game. So having a blowout tonight was fabulous because I'm looking for the second I saw this image, I had a feeling we were going to be okay. Look how serious this man is, how focused. But we've also been told that he laughs a lot, he jokes a lot, and I think that new levity that he's brought to kind of counterbalance his intensity has really got this team in the perfect pitch right now. This is game 2, and I still have to say again, I still don't think we're playing necessarily that great. The tools that we have, we've seen flashes, we've seen moments, but in terms of like a sustained dominance, tonight it was total dominance, but they didn't just play that well. It's just, you know what it is? The class, it just outclassed. We outclassed the Orlando Magic. That's what it was. Yeah, they gave an effort. They almost looked like they were not even ready, and they're not ready. And the reason they're not ready is because this team their defense is so intense that most teams don't play this kind of defense. So they're not ready for when the Knicks come to town or when they come to New York. They don't even know what's going to happen to them. I'm sure maybe by the second half or probably by December, teams will start adjusting. But right now, they are just not at all. It's like asking someone to run a marathon after just doing a mile, training for a mile run. That's what's happening here. The Knicks are tremendous physical condition. Even our center, who this is only the third game he has played. Only the third game he has played in 7 months. He played 28 minutes, and he only scored 6 points, but 3 of 6, 9 rebounds. Is that correct? Yes, 9 rebounds. He did have 5 personal fouls. And he, for a moment there, we were concerned that he may have pulled a hammy. It actually didn't look like a hammy pull, even though he was grabbing a hammy. When you watch the replay, his thigh collided against Julius's knee. So it could have been more of like a contusion, thigh contusion, a slight one, a mild one. Hopefully it's mild, or even it was just a bad Charlie horse. But he got back on the court. He played in the second half, so nothing too much to worry about. Randall scored 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists in 30 minutes. The only area of concern was RJ Barrett from an offensive standpoint. He missed all 5 of his 3-pointers, but I can't remember every single one of them, but definitely they didn't look that bad. So I think it could have. He could be the one he played the most minutes from the other night. So and he put tremendous defensive effort against Tatum the other night. So he could be suffering a little bit lingering from that. So let's hope he can rest up. I think they'll probably fly back tonight, and he'll have a chilled day tomorrow, hopefully, and he'll be a little refreshed for the Sunday rematch against the Magic at the Garden. But that's really it. Everybody else. Fournier went back home to Orlando, played 27 minutes, shot 5 of 12, 4 of 9 from behind the arc for a nice 18 points. But the story is tonight was a historical evening in the world of the New York Knicks. the New York Knicks broke the franchise record for most 3-points made. They connected on 24 3-pointers. They shot 24 out of 54 for a 44.4% 3-point shooting percentage. Look at those numbers. There's a lot of fours. A lot of fours. You know, look, maybe that 4-point line that they have in practice that Thibodeau's put in is paying off. Because these guys, I mean, that was fantastic. This is a dream scenario. 54 3-point attempts. Huh, that's fantastic. Everybody, look at Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin, 13 points, 5 of 6, 2 of 4 from behind the arc. And one of his 3-pointers from the corner, he got it and he just snapped it off so fast. His release was so fast and it was nothing but net. Wow. We got to see more of that. We got to see a lot more of that, and we will. Obi is in the zone, people. Oh, man. Let's see some highlights. Let's see some highlights. Speaking of Mr. Toppin and Mr. Fournier and Mr. Randall. Look at that. Look at the ball movement. The ball movement. What are the 5 keys? You got to watch that video that I dropped. The Knicks must-do list for the 3rd seed. The 3rd seed is within reach for this team. I'm serious, guys. I am serious. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. I can't wait till this squad. Well, first of all, we have the Sixers coming up. And I believe the Sixers beat, let me just confirm that because, well, we'll get to it later. Did the Sixers win tonight? No. The Nets came back and won 114 and 109. Well, there you go. So, man, I'm predicting a 5-1 start for October. Right now, I honestly, I should go to Vegas and put some money down on all these games because it's literally playing out exactly as scripted. As scripted. Couldn't have been better. Could not have been better. And more good news. More good news. Emmanuel Quickley finally started hitting some J's. He shot 5 of 10, 4 of 8 from behind the arc, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 16 points in 20 minutes. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. And he's on our depth chart. He is like the 5th guard or the 4th guard on our depth chart. I would put Burks beneath him. So at the end, and what I like about it is that Kemba had a nice bounce back game from the other night. Even though he shot decently the other night, you know, we saw he had some brain farts, made some mistakes towards the end of that regulation. I even joked when I was on Sports 5's TV that I think he got confused by the uniforms that he was wearing playing against the Celtics and just basically gave them the ball away. Oh, that was painful, but not tonight. Not tonight, man. Walker only had 1 turnover tonight. Nice. 1 turnover. Kemba Walker even had a block. Man, if you get blocked by Kemba, something's wrong. He had one steal, but only 1 assist. Even though the ball movement was nice. The thing is, we're not dependent on Kemba to lead us in assists because we have Randall. Randall's actually still the primary playmaker on the squad. And the way that Fournier has taken to the Thibodeau offense, it really is starting to click. It's starting to click, and we're just beginning. We are just getting ready. We're just beginning on this ride today. Game 2. 2-0. Let's see, we scored 121 the other night, 138. That's a lot of scoring. It's what we needed. It's what we lacked last season. This game, there were definitely games last season where we got those 20-point leads, 25-point leads, and then we go cold, turn the ball over. The other team would snap off a few threes, and then suddenly it's only a 12-point lead. And then, we kind of make a few buckets, but then again, go through a dry spell, and then it's only a 2-point lead. And sometimes we lost those games. I really highly doubt, look at this beautiful, boom! Obi Toppin, man. Obi Toppin is coming into his own. Coming into his own. Love it. He said the game is slowing down for him. So proud of these guys. So proud of all the effort that they put in, and it's actually paying off on the court. The one thing, though, I wish that the first unit had come out in the third quarter after halftime and really just put their foot right on the neck of the Magic and just basically put them unconscious, so that the second unit and the bench could get cleared out and get in there and get some substantial burn, so we wouldn't have Randall having to play 30 minutes. But what's nice is RJ did not even see the fourth quarter, which is good because he was having an off night offensively anyway. So he got some rest, which was nice. Fournier and Kemba only played 22 minutes. Fournier played 27 minutes. Toppin played 23. Derrick Rose, nice, really nice game. Look, Derrick Rose was a plus 34. Plus 34. 12 points, 7 assists, 4 of 6 from behind the arc, 4 of 8 total, 24 minutes. Look at these pluses. Randall, plus 24. Fournier, plus 16. Barrett, plus 12. Sims, even Jericho Sims with only 2 buckets had a plus 15. Toppin, plus 14. Rose, like I said before, plus 34. Burks, plus 20. And Emmanuel Quickley, a plus 11. And even Mr. Quentin Grimes got into the game and hit one of his 2 3-pointers. Beautiful. Finally, Deuce got in towards the very, very end. That's one thing. That's why I wish that the Knicks had really come out in the third quarter. I'm sure Thibs was pissed. He was pissed that they let the Magic think that they could get back in the game. I think they cut the lead down to about 16 points at one point. I can't remember exactly, but even when that was happening, I was not really like, because look at this 3-pointer, nice. But it was the one on the right corner. Maybe this is the highlight. Oh, this might be the one. Yes, this is it. Look how quick he snaps that off. These weapons that we have now are just, they're hard for other defenses to deal with. We are executing in the way that just makes teams just, first of all, they have to make so many adjustments to try and stop this type of offensive arsenal that we have, that it takes them out of their own game on the offensive end. That's the plan. Of course, the incredibly skilled offensive teams, it won't affect them as much, but believe me, it will. When they have to bust their ass on the defensive end to keep us from lighting it up, it's going to affect them on the other end. Basically, the tables have been turned. But the Knicks are a superior defensive team. We were a superior defensive team last year. But it did affect us on the offensive end sometimes. Fantastic. Fournier, when I put out the Fournier All-Star potential for the Knicks video, I think a lot of people were just like, well, I think they thought I was crazy. They really thought I was crazy. Now, what I was saying was that I think he's going to have a career year. And that would put him in the conversation of an all-star. Remember, this guy's been around the league for 10 years. Everyone knows what kind of a lethal offensive weapon he is. And if he starts putting a season together where he's averaging 22, 24 points a game, 23 points a game, he's going to get a look. He's going to get an all-star look. Will he get on the team? A lot of things have to happen for him to actually get there because he's lower down. But the point is not that he gets an actual all-star selection because the field is crowded. The point is that he gives an all-star caliber performance. That's what I see. And that's what's happening. And that's why these New York Knicks they're not a team to mess with. Every team has got to get ready. And I think the word is out. Everybody knows. Because everyone saw what happened at the Garden the other night. The Celtics are a good team. They are a good team. Now, I think they lost tonight because they were exhausted. They were totally exhausted because they're not at the physical condition that the New York Knicks are. because they don't have Tom Thibodeau as their coach. And they don't have the type of players that are just total, oh, maybe they do. I don't want to say. But we know what kind of players we have. We have gym rats. We have guys that are just constantly working on themselves physically, and they're watching tape, film. We're set, man. We are set. We are set. I want to look at some of the team stats, and then we will wrap this up. Let's see, we'll scroll over. There's our man, our leader. All right, here's the team stats. Look at that. The Magic shot 39.8% from total field goal, 39.5% three-point. I mean, they did decently from behind the arc. They shot 17 of 43. But when the opponent shoots 24 of 54, you just don't have a chance. Here's some areas of concern other than RJ's 0-5 from behind the arc. The free throws. What the hell's happening? We only hit 9 of 17. And actually, I think RJ missed 3 or 4 of them. We only shot 52.9% from the free throw line. And we were out-rebounded. We were probably out-rebounded because we just didn't miss that many shots. Let's see. Steals. We got 10 steals. That's a beautiful, sweet, gorgeous stat. 34 assists. 34 assists. Magic only at 24. 11 turnovers for us, 19 for Orlando. We got 22 points off of those turnovers. Fast break. 24 fast break points for the New York Knicks. Jeez. In the paint, it was even. 32 points both teams. The largest lead for the Knicks was 34 points. Largest lead for the Magic was 3 points. Very early in the first quarter. Oh man, what a wonderful, we are just, this is fantastic. I know I should calm down some. It's only game 2. But we gotta enjoy these moments. We gotta enjoy what's happening. You know, why temper ourselves? Just throw ourselves into the love of what's happening. And I really don't think this team is going to disappoint. They're going to keep this going, especially on Sunday. Let's sweep this back-to-back home-and-home series against the Magic and then get ourselves ready for the Philadelphia 76ers. That's the game I want. I want that game. We get that game, and my 5-1 October prediction will come true. And you guys should definitely watch my ultimate record prediction for the Knicks for the whole season. So far, I look like Nostradamus. All right. Thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up, subscribe, drop your comments. Love the comments. If there's anything you guys want me to focus on in the next video or so, I love that. And I will see you guys, around the Knicks-Verse.